as he watched Facebook founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg testify this week. Conservative talk radio host Rush Limbaugh made an odd observation. Congress is not going to be happy about this. According to the Daily Caller, conservative talk show host Rush Limbaugh said on Wednesday that many members of Congress do not know enough about technology in order to properly question Mark Zuckerberg, and this is primarily because of their ages. Did you watch any of the Zuckerberg testimony? Limbaugh asked his listeners. Were you at all amazed at how, I gotta be careful, I don't want to be insulting here. I'm really not trying to be insulting. I wasn't surprised. It was sad to see the relative ignorance of members of the House and Senate on tech matters. It was embarrassing in a couple occasions. The questions were literally embarrassing. The realization that these people don't have even a basic understanding of tech and what social media is and how it operates and what its purpose is. I think part of it is due to many of their ages, he added. Others appear to have made the same observation. Now, before any of the usual suspects get their panties in a wad and call this ageism, let's put a couple of things into perspective. In general, people in their 80s do not have the same understanding of social media as people who are in their teens, 20s, or 30s. There's really no disputing that. A great-grandmother simply is not as adept at navigating and understanding Facebook as a millennial. Thus, Rush has raised a concern which is absolutely valid. Will a group of elderly politicians be effective in their questioning of Facebook mogul Mark Zuckerberg? The answer to that is probably no. Many of them have already shown that they don't really know what they're talking about. Just look at what Senator Orrin Hatch, the 84-year-old Republican from Utah, asked early on in Tuesday's 5-hour hearing. If a version of Facebook will always be free, how do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service? Posed Hatch. Zuckerberg paused a moment before answering, "Senator, we run ads." He and his staff sitting behind him then grinned before Hatch moved on to his next question. At best, most of the lawmakers in charge of questioning Zuckerberg only have a basic understanding of the way his company operates. Take, for example, Senator Brian Schatz, a Democrat from Hawaii. Good grief. This is embarrassing. These members could have, at the very least, brushed up on their knowledge of the way Facebook operates over the weekend. It really isn't rocket science. After all, millennials seem to have figured it out, and their claim to fame is eating Tide Pods. Get it together, Congress.